There's a place where the world ends, and if you listen close enough, you can hear it breathe. Tamara Benson couldn't shake those words. They'd been whispered to her by an old colleague before his mysterious disappearance. Last seen heading into the Lumina forest, a place no one ever returned from. Tamara wasn't one for myths or superstitions, but the recent energy readings were undeniable. Something ancient slept beneath the forest's canopy, something the world's leading scientists couldn't explain. And now, here she was, leading a team into the heart of it. The drone's light flickered erratically as it hovered just above the forest floor. The thick, swirling mist made it impossible for any of their tech to map the terrain. Still, Tamara pressed on, drawn by an inexplicable pull, her footsteps almost echoing in the thick silence. "Tamara, the fog's moving," her assistant Jackson muttered, eyes wide with disbelief. She turned, her heart skipping a beat. The fog wasn't just moving, it was watching. The tendrils of mist coiled and twisted, shifting in response to their every step, as if the very air around them were alive, aware of their intrusion. Suddenly, the ground beneath them shuddered. Time seemed to fracture. Tamara's watch ticked in reverse. Her breath came in jagged gasps, and for a fleeting moment, she saw herself standing alone, years older, eyes hollow. Then, as quickly as it had begun, the moment passed. "What the hell was that?" Jackson gasped, clutching his head. Tamara didn't respond. She was staring at something in the distance, a tree, impossibly tall, its bark shimmering with what looked like stars. As they approached, she felt a gnawing sense of déjà vu. Her fingers brushed the bark, and reality itself seemed to ripple. The team blinked out of existence, reappearing in an entirely different part of the forest. No one could explain how they got there, and their communication devices were now picking up echoes of their own voices, as if the forest was mimicking their every word. It was then that they found the bones, human but far too old, decayed to dust in the palm of her hand. Tamara's mind reeled. How could remains this ancient exist and in a place no one had visited for centuries? The deeper they traveled, the more erratic time became. Hours passed in seconds. Or was it days? Jackson had aged 10 years overnight, while another teammate seemed to disappear completely, his presence erased from their memories with terrifying ease. Tamara realized the forest wasn't just distorting time, it was consuming it. At the forest's core, they found the portal. It hummed with an energy so profound it vibrated in their bones. But stepping through it was not a journey into another world. It was a journey into themselves. They were split, fragmented across dimensions, their past, present, and future selves colliding in a cosmic game of survival. The forest's secret was finally revealed. It was a being of unfathomable intelligence, its consciousness existing across time and space. It had created the portal to guard the truth. Time was a fragile construct, and humanity's meddling had triggered a cascade of events that would unravel the universe. The forest was trying to protect existence itself by rewriting it over and over again. Tamara stared into the abyss of the portal, her mind fracturing with the weight of the truth. There was no escape, no going back. The journey had never been about the forest. It had always been about them, humanity's insatiable need to understand the universe, even when it meant becoming lost in it. There's a place where the world ends, and if you listen close enough, you can hear it breathe. And now, she could hear it too.